And we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 yards there and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Prescott now on 2nd down. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Second down, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen. And out now come the Cowboys. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Now it's Lockett. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
36 power.
Now Wilson on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on third. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And no matter how...
And oh, it's blocked. to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, 47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott flush to his right. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott on 1st down. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go, going to 54, wide eight. Here we go, wide eight.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Rolling to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And his kick here is good. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
14.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sean Lee able to drop him for a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was out.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got the first. First down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. The first down carry for Davis. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go.
On second down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down to the 35. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready for one word. Be ready for one word.
On first down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and forever. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A second down throw for Prescott. He finds Austin complete, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. It's an end around, Tavon Austin. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down, Prescott completes it to Austin. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in and out.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Trey Madden taking it in. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us. Everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Gun. Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. 46. 26.
Prescott now on second down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go. 46. Switch and eight. 26.
Second down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, here we go. Wide eight. Gun. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Gun. Here we go. Wide eight.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here we go. Wide eight.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Got it. Here you go.
He'll look to throw. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point forthcoming. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
gun. 20 seconds.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Escapes the defender to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Now, I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Here we go. Wide in. 26.
Now Prescott. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. Wide in. Here we go. 46. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. A try here for the extra point. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go. Wide in. What's the run? They're running it. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. On the give, this is their fullback. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.